Remember, right around the invasion of Iraq, the French people we were told were cowards because they didn't want to go kill people in the Middle East with us. Yeah, apparently they're not cowards. 3 million French workers took the streets on March 19th in a nationwide general strike. It's a second general strike in only 2 months, with 2.5 million people protesting on January 29th. Workers from across industries, public sector, private sector, are taking to the streets. Workers are fighting for wage increases, employment protections, tax increases for the rich, and a freeze of public sector layoffs. The number of unemployed is skyrocketed, expected to reach 10% in the next 12 months. And here's the most inspiring news of all, I think. A survey published on March 16th revealed that 74% of the French people supported the general strike. In other union news, the Iraqi Teachers Union, the ITU, is under attack by the government. The government is threatening to take over the ITU. The pretext is they want them to have elections. The fact is the ITU has had numerous elections since 2003, and this is nothing but, smoke and mirrors to take over the ITU. The ITU is fighting back, and they're asking for our solidarity. You'll find a link over in the sidebar where you can learn more and sign a petition to stand in solidarity with the ITU. I hope you'll do that. In Chicago, fellow IWW member Joe Tassoni was laid off 2 weeks after confronting CEO of Starbucks Howard Schultz. In his words, "When I heard Howard Schultz was in town, I knew I had to get to the store and make my voice heard as a barista and union member," said Tassoni, a 4-year veteran of the company with an excellent performance record. He said he'd speak to me after his interview with the Wall Street Journal, only to scurry through the emergency exit to the first chance he got. I told Schultz that it was time to dialogue with union baristas and that too many of us were living in poverty, but he showed nothing but cowardice. In response, the IWW is taking legal action, and hopefully Tassoni will see some justice. In other union news, if you thought only Republicans hated the auto workers, you'd be wrong. President Obama said that if the companies were not willing to make the changes and the restructurings that are necessary, then I'm not willing to have taxpayer money chase after bad money. And by changes and restructuring, of course, he means more pain for the workers, more breaking of those sacrosanct contracts in order to cut their pay, and then there's this. Companies also must persuade the United Auto Workers to take equity in exchange for half of the payments the companies must make to union-run trust funds that will take over retiree health care costs starting next year. Guaranteed retirement health care? Forget it. Instead, you get to visit the large casino called Wall Street and place a bet. Great. Cambridge University geneticist Aubrey de Grey has famously stated the first person to live to be 1,000 years old is certainly alive today. Whether they realize it or not, barring accidents and suicide, most people now, 40 years or younger, can expect to live for centuries. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. 1,000 years here? Sounds tempting. How long do we have to work till we retire then? Maybe you have to work 500 years? 600? 700? Well, that's a little depressing. In other good news, bankers are scared. Security experts are warning bank executives to leave the flashy car at home, stay in a hotel room, hire bodyguards. Good. They should be scared. They're criminals.